thinking project is draining my brain. Seriously, why can't they just have us read the material and answer questions? I am totally okay with just doing flashcards and not having to do all this thinking.
Girl, what kind of attitude is that?
Well, I mean, seriously, are we ever going to use this again?
Are you crazy? Of course you're going to use it again. Think about it. Your other subjects in college, and also when you go into your professional life, when you decide what your major is going to be.
Whatever.
Excuse me. Look. Take a look at this. As a professional, you're constantly using critical thinking skills based on the academics you acquired as a student. You make decisions for reflecting on the practices learned. One example is management. Professional. Listen to this. In math, critical thinking is important in accounting and bookkeeping.
Like I'm ever going to use that. Hello, I'm majoring in sociology.
Just listen. Isn't sociology a science? In science, you have to use critical thinking for things like cause and effect. You know, when you're evaluating and categorizing. And in social studies, you have to use it to analyze on all levels.
Huh.
See?
Looks like I'm stuck with it then.
I'm
In
afraid
college and beyond.
I'm afraid so, girl.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we are doing this project then.
I would say so.
Yeah. Did you ever think about it before college, critical thinking?
Not in those words, but apparently I was using critical thinking my whole life. Decisions that I had to make.
You know, I think Allison has a cousin who's just finishing up high school. I wonder if he has any idea what all this critical thinking is about in academics.
He will.
Okay, so Christopher, since you're a senior in high school, have you decided on what you want to major in?
Yes, I have.
Okay. What did you decide on?
I decided on computer programming.
Oh, awesome. And how did you get to your major?
Growing up, I've always been around computers. I've always been good at manipulating them and being creative with them. And I just find it really easy, and it's something I enjoy doing.
Okay, so you basically based it on your interests, what you feel you're good at, and the fact that you feel confident you can make good money doing it.
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like you used critical thinking to make your decision?
Yes.
Thank you, Chris. So it seems as though high school students prepping for college may or may not have a strong foundation of what critical thinking is or how it can be applied to the college career. So, based on the research from the critical thinking team, I created steps to help you understand critical thinking and how to apply it to your college career, specifically on how to choose a major. Step 1. Really think about your hobbies or things that make you happy and think about how that interest can be a lifelong career. Step 2. Do your research. Look up articles, read books, and maybe search the internet. There's so much information on your major of choice. Step 3. After research, make a pros and cons list, comparing the benefits of the career and drawbacks as they apply to your personality. Step 4. Ask others. Talk to your professors, teachers, counselors, and friends and family about what you might want to do. The opinions of others of different ages and backgrounds can give you different points of view, and from there, you can evaluate. These steps can also help you with many other things, such as organizing time, choosing what college to attend, prioritizing, etc. Simple, right? You know, you were probably doing this the entire time without even knowing it. So I hope this helps you, and I hope that you will continue to use this in the near future.
Well, we certainly have had fun today, haven't we, Judy?
We have, and we've learned a lot too.
Yes, we've did some research.
We had some skits, we had some interviews.
And a little craziness thrown in for good measure.
Yeah, we did.
But as you said, we learned a lot.
Yeah, we learned how to use critical thinking and academic reading, academic writing.
Yes, and how to apply those skills beyond college in different disciplines.
Yeah, I really thought that was interesting. It's something for people to think about as they're trying to choose their college major.
Correct. And speaking of choosing a major, I want to commend Allison on the great work that she's done on her research and practically making her college decisions and academic thinking.
That's right. Would you say we've pretty much covered academic critical thinking?
I would. I think this wraps up our episode of Critical Thinking and You.
That's right. Don't forget to tune into our next episode. We'll have a whole new cast presenting a 3D production. They're going to apply critical thinking to our speech textbook. See you then.
Library where they call me a crook.